Daddy, you're fat. I don't want you to die. That was what gave me the fire in my belly. The next day, I decided to actually work out. July 17th, 2018. This is my day 2. This is Carlos's day 1. Let's see what happens. Thursday, July 19th, July 28th, August 15th, August 26th, September 1st, September 24th. We hired a professional body transformation nutritionist.
That's it, work for it. Go, 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 go.
I lost over 125 pounds in 9. I'm gonna have to get a loose skin surgery. 45 minutes from now, I'll be on the slab, whatever it takes. I had over 2,000 stitches around my nipples, around my waist, under my arm. Doctor said not to work out for 6 months to a year. Don't work out at the intensity I did before. I didn't listen. Went through hell and back, and then hell again. 3 weeks before I was going to compete on stage, my trainer died in a horrible car crash. It just gave me more drive and determination.
Going on to compete at the World Championships in 2020.
Well, I wanted to give you some examples of what we're talking about today. Hey, it's Pat at P2P Relates, where we talk about all things relationships. And this week, can you believe it? We are on chapter 9, talking about, are you physical or sedentary? When we talk about physical and sedentary behavior, believe it or not, they do have pros and cons. You know, life is full of balance. We have to get rest. We have to push hard to accomplish our goals, but it's a little bit of both. So we're going to be jumping right in and talking about who are you in the relationship. When you get ready to get married, or if you're currently dating now with hopes of it being a permanent relationship, you have to look at where you stand and where your partner stands. Are you sedentary or are you physical? Are they sedentary or are they physical? So we're going to take a look at both sides and see what are the pros and the cons for being either or, and recognize something, that you have to be realistic going into a permanent relationship, and you also have to be flexible, because life changes, life introduces lots of twists and turns, and you have to be able to go with the balance. And in the end, the prize is you end up with a life mate that you can really love, cherish, respect, and enjoy. So let's dive right into it. The first one is, we're going to look at the pros. I can name 3 right off the bat. You've got improved cardiovascular health, increased muscle tone, and enhanced flexibility. I'm currently with the trainer now working out, and those 3 things can make all the differences to how your posture is, physical health strides. Those are very important things to build up and work at. Enhanced mental health. Most of us have heard that when you work out, you get endorphins, and those endorphins can change your mood, can give you a brighter outlook on life, can give you what you need in energy and perspective. Yeah, I remember when I had some infirmities that I was fighting, my daughter, being in public health, said to me, you know, Mommy, I noticed that when you actually exercise or go for walks, your stride is better the next day. Your energy level is better. So again, these are the benefits of working out. Now let's talk about the cons of being physical. And oddly enough, it's really just one big category, and that's overextending yourself. Overscheduling. You can schedule so much that you don't have time for your friends and family. So there's still that balance of making time to eat, having time to rest. Being excessive can be a negative thing. And also, sometimes we can get so caught up in ourselves that we feel like we're better than the people that we're around. especially if the person that we're in intimate relationship with is sedentary. We can get to the point where we feel like, yeah, I'm doing what I need to do and you should be doing what you need to do. And that judgment can jump in there when you need to be careful. So having that balance says, this is a choice that I've made. And if I see that my partner really could benefit from it, I'm going to speak to them. I'm going to maybe pray for them and just hope that they get it, because we all have to get it on our own. But judging them and having a certain attitude in your heart of hearts against that person because they're not there, that is a negative, that is a con. So we're going to shift over to the couch potato, and believe it or not, there are some positives and some negatives from that as well. So we'll cover that next. First, check out this video.
This is a potato, a couch potato, whose favorite place to slouch is on the couch.
And with a couch like this, I can slouch for as long as I want. But wait, there's more. I'll never leave this couch for anything. Okay, now this might be taking it too far.
Wasn't that cute? I'll tell you, but it just coined it really well, right? Right? We don't want to get up. I don't want to go. Give me all the wall of TVs I can possibly get, and don't ask me to climb a hill, okay? How about that? So the 4 things that I can tell you that are wonderful about a couch potato is this. They know comfort and relaxation. There's a book that came out years and years ago, said, when I relax, I feel guilty. Couch potato doesn't go through that. They know how to come home from work or whatever activity they had and chill. The couch potato knows how to relax. And if you are really hyper and you really get high strung and you're used to, or you get used to stress, you don't know how to relax. I remember when I was younger, my grandmother used to say to me, it's no wonder when you sit down, you fall asleep. You don't sit down much. So we have to balance that out. The next one is they know comfort. They know how to be leisurely and put things in their atmosphere where they have comfort. So if they're coming home from work, they're probably going to know how to put all the effects in place. The popcorn, the charcuterie board, the right movie, the pillow, the couch, the blanket, whatever. They got that down and they could do it. Not only that, they could probably help you. They know how to entertain themselves. The probability of them getting bored or lonely is probably not too great. They know how to come in and sit down and entertain themselves. Kind of reminds me of only children. They typically have that ability as well. And the final one is rest. They know how to rest. And I'm telling you, for real, if you don't know how to relax, you stay stressed a lot, you go through a lot of tension and that type of thing. When it's time to rest, your mind doesn't necessarily know how to tell you, wind it down, wind it down. So that person that is a couch potato probably have those 4 areas down really, really well. Relaxation, comfort, entertainment, and rest. Workout buff, you probably could learn something from them. Now we can go to the cons. They're going to have a very sedentary life. So the lack of exercise could be a problem and could cause cardiovascular challenges or diabetes, just any of those health issues that are resolved when you're moving. I remember one of my wonderful doctors told me one time, motion is lotion. So they might be a bit dry. That was corny, I know. Poor posture. If you're relaxing all the time, you're sitting on the couch, you're checking out the movies, you got a wall full of entertainment tools to enable you to do what you need to do, you're probably not necessarily sitting in the most proper way. I'm reading this book right now called The Millionaire Fast Lane by M.J. DeMarco. And he talks about how he was a fat little boy and he loved watching TV. He didn't have a lot of supervision at the time because his mom was a single parent. She had to work a lot. And so he got so bad that he needed a stick so that he could turn the channel, because it was before remote controls were a traditional thing in the home. And he said it wasn't until he left one day to go to the corner store to get some kind of junk food, and he saw a Lamborghini, and it changed his life because he wanted to know what that man did to get that car. And then he got out of that. But that really had me cracking up when he talked about, yeah, he had a stick so he would not have to move to change the channel. So those are your cons and your pros for both entities. And what I want to close with is this. It is so important to have flexibility, joy, love, neutrality when it comes to your partner. You pay attention to these things in advance. Don't ignore them and minimize them and presume that they're not relevant. They are relevant. However, things can happen that can cause things to change. A car accident. Life is lifing. And during that season of life where the person is less than what you met them, or they shifted into depression, or they shifted into a mindset, or they work too much, and so now their way to deal with that is to do the opposite that's not so balanced or healthy. These are things that you've got to see and work through with your partner. Because again, if you want to have a person that goes with you through all the good and the bad to the very end, you have to be loving and flexible and joyful, and you have to make front end good decisions so that you're not looking at it like it's minimal or it's insignificant when you're dating. And then when it's time for the hard stuff, as we talked about last week in sickness and in health, you've got challenges that you don't want to face. So always count the cost. So thank you so much for tuning in today. Hope you come back next week. Hope this was a help to you. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Tap the bell, because that will give you notifications when I upload, which is every Friday. And you have a wonderful, wonderful week. I'll see you next time.